Well, hello there and welcome. My name's Paul. This is my scene. This is my reaction to The Haunting of Bly Manor, Ep.1, which I think is called The Great Good Place. Now, this is a show that I've been waiting for. Ever since Hill House finished, and they mentioned that there would be a follow-up. I, I've been looking all the time to see when is it done, when is it done, when is it going to be on. Because if you've seen Hill House, then you'll know why. Because it was a phenomenal piece of television, and quite probably one of the best shows that I've ever actually seen. It was so well done, so brilliantly directed, brilliantly acted, brilliantly written. It just had everything. And this, I believe, is a second season, but it's a completely different story with no connection to Hill House. But it's done by the same team. So, and I believe they've got some actors who are playing different characters in this. So that'll be a bit confusing because I'll mentally be thinking of them as the Hill House characters. Now, I don't really know what this story is going to be about, other than ghosts. Before I proceed, actually, I need to say something which I think is a danger when you go into a show like this, because of the exceptional quality of Hill House. There's a temptation to go into Bly Manor expecting fireworks, expecting something to be just as good. And in all honesty, I think that would be unfair on the show. I know it's done by the same team, but it's a different thing. It's a different story. And although the bar was set very high by Hill House, I don't think it would be right to go into this with the same expectations. If it comes anywhere close to the quality of Hill House, then it's still going to be phenomenal. So I need to try and be careful to not expect too much, but it's very, very difficult. And with that said, I'm just keen to move on and see what this is all about. So let's go.
I'm gonna be in England a while longer. Yeah, quite a while, actually. I got a job.
What was that? Right. I think I'm seeing things. I was curious who she was speaking to there, but it was a mother. Okay. But her mother sounds a bit possessive, but maybe for good reason.
Miss Clayton?
Yeah.
Owen.
Hi.
Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Let me get. Oh, let's get that.
Yeah. I have some bags.
No worries. Thanks.
Thank you.
Can I get out and walk the rest of the way?
Nice. I was thinking it would be a big, massive kind of mansion with huge grounds, and it's not disappointed. Hello.
What a beautiful song.
What song?
The one you were just singing?
You're Miss Clayton. You must be. Oh, and you're so pretty. I told Mars you'd be pretty. How perfectly splendid.
You must be Flora.
Uh-huh.
What's that?
Oh, this. Just a silly thing, really. Just a moment.
I have questions. I'm getting very kind of Victorian vibes about this.
This is a foyer. and it's
Especially from
perfectly
the kids.
splendid.
It's beautiful.
Come along. This is the kitchen, and it's perfectly splendid. And this is Owen. He's the cook, and he's splendid. Perfectly.
Splendid.
Hello, everyone.
This is the classroom.
It's the word of the day. Splendid.
It's
Splendid.
quite boring. This is where our parents used to live.
You don't go in there anymore.
We don't go in there anymore. It's all covered up.
I'm afraid this wing's closed at the moment.
And covered up.
The kids are too weird. I've got so many theories.
Yes, you're a very silly girl.
Where did you get that?
What?
The butterfly clip.
Oh,
Yeah. Your brother.
Miles gave it to me.
He shouldn't have done that.
Why not?
Why?
Because it doesn't belong to you.
What's she looking at? And then nodding.
I
It's
was
like
wrong.
there's a
It's
communication.
actually fine. Can I get out now?
It's the other au pair,
Okay with my
the previous
dolls?
one.
Yeah, 15 minutes, okay?
That's what I saw in the mirror before, in the hostel.
Didn't you like it?
I'm sorry?
The butterfly.
Oh, You know, Flora was a little upset, I think.
They're very welcoming, but it's a really creepy feeling about how the welcoming they are.
And I'm finished. Perfect timing.
Is that me?
Why no, silly. You're you. It's just a dolly.
Touche.
You have to promise me that you'll stay in your room. Don't leave your room at night. Stay in your bed until morning.
I
Okay.
don't think I can promise that.
That sounds...
But it's certainly
Ominous.
a good rule for you and your brother
But
to...
you must.
I believe you.
Okay. At least for tonight. Now get some sleep.
Stay in your room, she said. And I believe her. Right. Houses creak. They make noise, but there's something ominous about this one. And this weird thing, whatever it is. Ooh, it's alive. That looked like a plague mask.
What's the matter?
I'm very cross with you.
Miss Clayton, come see what I found.
You left your room last night, even though you promised you wouldn't.
How do you know?
How do you know that?
You've got to stay in your room.
Come and see.
Your uncle told me a little bit about your problems at school.
You spoke with my uncle.
Well, of course, he hired me.
Did he ask about us?
Oh yeah, because he never spends any time with them, does
All
he?
he did was talk about you two. He misses you both. Very much.
I wasn't sure I got that impression.
No, he doesn't.
Of course he does.
Shall we give him a ring and ask?
Really is a nice house. Okay, who's that? It's that uncle. Something tells me no. Who is that?
Was there somebody working on the grounds today? Maybe a repairman or something?
Oh, I don't believe so.
Because I saw a guy on the parapet on my way in.
On the parapet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can't imagine.
Oh, I've not been up there.
Well, why would you? Are you sure you saw someone up there?
Absolutely.
Oh, you must have imagined it, dear.
No.
Well, you're not going to eat anything?
Oh, no, I already ate. Just here for the company.
You must try this.
What's wrong with her? Never eats. I wonder if she's got a case of anorexia or maybe being dead or something. Dead people don't need to eat. It's lovely grounds. Really is nice. Oh, another one of those. Cuties are in cuties are.
Talisman.
Talisman.
Tiny game of florist to keep us all safe.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for earlier.
Us. God, my God, these children. Both of them trying in their own way, I think.
Good evening, Miss Clayton.
Time for bed.
Is it? I shouldn't think so.
No more games, Miles.
Do you like games, Danny?
Not at bedtime.
It's the best time for games, really.
Stop being weird, Miles.
Weird. It's not the word. Splendid.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no,
You know,
don't
you need to
kick
make sure that you
one.
pick these up. I would hate to break.
Put it down.
Where would you like her tonight? Okay, let's look. I don't see it.
Must be under some clothes.
I've a
Okay.
feeling they're going to close it in the cupboard. Yeah, I thought they were going to do that.
Miles?
I
Flora?
don't think they're there anymore.
Open the door! Open the door! Guys!
Aye, creepy thing again in the mirror. Don't think they're going to let you out.
Bed. Now.
I am sorry.
Please don't be cross.
We'll
I
talk
wonder
about it
if-
in the morning.
They were coerced. That thing's got something to do with it. That little doll.
Are you outside?
Muddy footprint. Whose? Could drive you fucking insane. Creepy kids. Oh well. Okay, that was the first episode of The Haunting of Bly Manor. What a great good place. Well, that was interesting. Completely different to Hill House, but I was kind of thought it might be. And good in a different way to what Hill House was in the first episode. There's no the. This doesn't appear to have things like jump scares, but the threat, the eeriness is very much psychological by the look of it, and I like that. I like when things play with your mind and you start to question what's going on, what's something deeper going on here. What is it? And there's an eagerness to kind of get to the bottom of it. I like the way it's kind of setting this up. Now, so let's go back to the very beginning. So this is basically a story being told by a woman at the wedding thing, at the wedding practice. So the wedding seems to be 2007, and she's telling the story when, maybe obviously before then, but not too long before then, I don't think. Certainly based on Danny's clothes, it's more recent than it is in the past, if that makes sense. But there's a strange kind of juxtaposition between the apparent setting, the apparent time, and Danny's character and behaviour and clothing compared to the other people in the house. They seem to be a lot, well, like from a different time, a different era. I said that the kids especially give me some kind of, even the uncle actually, they give me a kind of Victorian vibe. And the kids are very, like something I would expect to see in Mary Poppins or something. But it's the best way I can put it, actually, is what comes to mind. But there's something about these kids. It certainly appears that Flora is seeing or communicating with, seeing, because she's looked like beyond Danny and nodded a few times, like she's been told something. And then when she changed her mind about the little doll, she says, "Put that back, that's where it's supposed to be, or that's where it stayed." And then she nodded and changed her mind and says, "No, it's okay." The thing with the brooch as well. You can't have that, you're not allowed to have that, it's not yours. And then she was okay with it. So it's like she's being told something by presumably Rebecca. There was an interesting thing happened as well with the gardener, a comment that was made by the narrator about how the gardener just breathed in as if Danny had always been there. And it felt to Danny like she had always known her, or something along those lines. That's intriguing. And besides all these kind of weird stuff that's going on, and these kind of strange happenings and strange psychological things, I'm very curious about the other woman. I didn't write her name down. She's not eating, clearly. I did speculate, well, maybe she's dead. and it's a distinct possibility. Yeah, maybe everybody in the house is dead. So that's very, very, very possible, I think. But obviously, don't tell me if you've seen this. Don't clarify things for me, please. It did occur to me earlier that perhaps the kids aren't alive, because they really, really do seem to be from a different era completely. It's bizarre. I'm very keen to carry on and see the next episode, actually, and see where this develops and gets more kind of, I would guess it's going to get more intriguing and more kind of psychologically confusing. But that's good, I hope so. It's, because, like I said, I love that type of thing. Right, with that, I'm going to let it kind of digest and leave it at that. Now, you guys, like, comment, subscribe, dislike. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.